샘리처드 교수가 2022년 10월경 한국에 방문해 일정을 소화하고 미국으로 돌아갔었는데요. 돌아가기 하루 전인 10월 29일 밤 할로윈 축제를 즐기러 이태원 좁은 골목길에 과도한 인원이 몰려 대형 압사 참사가 발생한 사건이 있었죠. 이러한 대형 참사로 인해 관리 소홀 및 사고 발생 후 대처가 미흡했다는 이유로 많은 고위 공직자들이 공식적으로 사과하고 징계도 받았었죠. 샘리처드 교수의 시선에서는 특이해 보이면서도 이러한 시스템에 감동을 받았는지 미국도 배워 나가야 할 점이라고 이야기하는데요. 샘리처드 교수는 국민들은 정부를 신뢰하고 그 신뢰를 바탕으로 정부는 리더십을 발휘하여 사고를 사전에 방지하고 그렇지 못했을 경우 책임을 지는 한국을 바라보며 부러워하는 모습을 강의에서 보이고 있습니다. 그럼 이태원 참사로 본 리더십과 책임감에 대한 주제로 강의하는 영상 보시겠습니다.
And the night before I left Korea, my last night there was this really tragic event in Itaewon, one of the neighborhoods in Korea, where over 150 people died. And it's just so incredibly tragic. And this is a scene where people, it's been a week of mourning in Korea. And this is a scene of people who came and left flowers and left notes and came to pray outside in the neighborhood, in the area where the stampede happened and people were trampled and suffocated. And, I'm reminded of how important it is to have governments, and have governments that we trust, and have governments who can look out for the best interests of the people, including police. Because in the end, even if you think you don't like the police, you will call the police when you need the police. Because in a world in which we live, with so many people and so many complicated relationships, and then situations like this, where you have so many tens of thousands of people all gathering in one spot, you gotta have people who can manage the rest of us. It's just the nature of what this is. So if you go to the next slide, these are people protesting, because what they're saying is the government and the police didn't do what they were supposed to do. And so they come out to protest with this idea that they can trust the government enough that the government's going to have to respond, and the government will respond. And it's really powerful. It's so powerful. It's so powerful to watch the way Koreans have responded to this just horrible tragedy. And there are tragedies. There's the bridge tragedy that happened, I think 24 hours later in India. There's so many different tragedies, but it's so powerful. And I think about leadership. And, what these people, what they're asking is for leadership and for accountability. And so I go to the next slide. So I found these two slides here. And this is the chief of police in Seoul. And I just thought, wow, this is a gesture by Koreans, the bowing gesture, right? The gesture of humility, the gesture of accountability, the gesture of apology. It's all one gesture that comes together. And I thought, wow, how different is that than some of the gestures that I see in this country on the part of leadership and the part of people who mess up. And then I go to the next slide. And here's the home minister. The same thing, the gesture of apology, a gesture of accountability. I thought, wow, man, this is the nature of leadership and this relationship between a people and a government that is so critical and so important. It's like, for some reason, those they just really stood out to me as something that's, and this is a common gesture in Korea, mind you, right? But it's a common gesture. Hey, and can we do, I want to do something though, if we could. I want to take a photo. And I want to, can we just do a class heart? I want to take a photo because I want to send it to because Social 119 has a special relationship with Korea. And I just want to send it to some friends in Korea on behalf of all of us. So you could either do the heart. This is, hang on. Here, give me a, do this. This is, all right, you can do this. Really common. This is a gesture in Korea.
영상 어떻게 보셨나요? 샘리처드 교수는 강의 끝에 한국에 있는 사람들에게 위로를 전달하기 위해 사진을 찍기도 했었는데요. 더욱 탄탄한 안전 시스템을 구축하여 앞으로는 절대 이러한 대형 참사가 일어나는 일이 없었으면 좋겠습니다. 오늘도 영상 끝까지 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 이상 하디슈월드였습니다.